Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Evan Geyer. Today I'm talking about depression and deunification. I didn't want to change, I wanted two different words because I didn't want to change the definition of depression. I wanted to leave it the way it is. They called what happened in the 20s a depression, so I wanted to keep it like that. And I'm encouraging people to go out there and get work and now and work as much as possible now while you still can. And I'll explain the difference between the depression and the deunification, which I made up. If you look here, during the depression, historically, for sale, there's been 15 items. There's 15 items for sale, but demand is only 9. So the price goes down for goods. Jobs go down because there's not enough demand for the goods. However, naturally, you're producing so many goods and you've got an oversupply of goods that savings go up. So even though the stocks all crashed, it was all about there not being enough jobs and the prices going down, but the savings went up and you've got more and more cookies than ever before. And if they just, like the Federal Reserve gets in, then it's all good. Going forward, though, is deunification, and it's all about oil. We don't have enough oil. Oil's prices are getting harder and harder to stop going up, and it's becoming more and more of a serious situation. For sale, in deunification, you have 9 units because you can't make enough. It's not because you only want 9 units. So demand is 15 units in deunification, so the prices go up because there's more demand than there is supply. Jobs go down, which is why I'm saying you should get to work and work as much as possible while you can, because jobs go down and savings go down in this situation because there's less for sale than demand. So naturally they're getting eaten up more and more than they're being produced. So savings is going down, and that's the unification. And going forward, it's all about not having enough oil to produce as much as we would want to have our demand. Where before we had just less demand because we didn't want to work as much, or because there was so much supply that you could have more supply. You could just produce. So that's the difference between those two. So I'm gonna get to work later today, and I'm gonna try to pick up hours. I'm working on political. I'm working YouTube. I'm working Amazon, and later on how to share work so that not one person is doing all the work and we can still live and grow, and you don't have one person with no work and one person with 80 hours a week. Sometimes cutting back the hours to a 30-hour work week in this kind of situation is a good idea. That's the unification, and that's what's going on. And that's also why I did a video in Spanish. It was about a $3.4 trillion energy bill, because it's about energy. If we have more energy, we can increase our production, and we can try to meet the demand with a $3.4 trillion energy bill. Solar panels on every house provided by the government. So that's it. Again, my name's Evan Geyer. Good to talk to you later, and see ya. Okay. Bye.